Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News, video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a new word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, here to tell you about Surfshark, our favorite VPN. Get access to all the content on the internet you deserve.
Yeah, things are getting blocked all over the United States and other places in the world, and so if you want access to your Netflix library and certain websites, you need a VPN.
Why do we use this particular one?
Best thing about it, you can share with your friends and family and help them get protected too.
That's right, unlimited devices, great price, and we have a promo right now, 4 extra months. Check it out at surfshark.com/angryjoeshow. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the video. Guys, click the links down below. It supports the show. It supports you. And this is part 2. Go check out our top 10 lists. I got the worst list out, disappointing list, and best list.
Those are separate.
Those are, yeah, because some people were confused. And then we have a bunch of the movies, best movies and worst movies coming up. We've got a bunch of live streams over there at twitch.tv. We're going to be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Nice big marathon for you guys. And yeah, this is the time. February is packed. So we are excited about that. And what else? I think that's it.
That's not it. I've got important news. Star Wars is coming to Destiny 2. Are you going to jump back in and play with Star Wars skins?
Both of them are not in a good spot.
No, it's not a good new player experience. Destiny 2. Fuck it, I'm done.
Well, with the new Heresy update, Bungie is working with Lucasfilms, and they're adding Star Wars skins.
I'd much rather have that other news story that we've done. The Helldivers, people were asking for Warhammer 40K, and they were like, yeah, that'd be cool, but we're busy.
It doesn't work, yeah.
It doesn't work,
and
we're busy.
There's also already a 40K game that Fat Shark just abandoned and has stopped updating, and it's not in a good spot. And,
I wish they would work on Darktide more.
Treat Darktide like you treat Vermintide. Because
Vermintide
is amazing.
I
was playing that last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, back to this story.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you play Destiny 2, first of all, stop it. Get some fucking help. Now, if you're going to continue to play, there are 3 new big skins, and only 3 skins, no foreskin.
Plagueis. Oh, God damn it.
Titans will get to dress up as stormtroopers. Hunters will get to cosplay as death troopers, and warlocks can be royal guards. Yeah. And
Still not sold.
There's a ghost shell that turns your little robot into a Death Star, and it gets little. I was looking throughout this whole thing to see if this update makes the game fun, but I don't think that Heresy update makes the game fun. I think it's still a job that's not actually all that good.
If I play it, will it refund me my $100 in multiverses?
It's gone.
No.
Chalked it up with your other $100 from your.
I can't believe Destiny 2 is still going. So if I invested $100 there, it would still be there, and I would have probably been delivered the things.
Probably get 5 skins, because Destiny skins are usually about $20. Although Bungie hasn't revealed the price for these ones. Now, typically IP skins sometimes have a little bit of a premium to them because they have to pay for them.
25. I predict 25.
Yeah, we will see what that's like. I'm sure we'll get that information sometime soon. But whatever.
Whatever.
I don't care.
I don't care. It's not going to bring us back. Destiny 2 is played by a small elite group of loyal followers, and it's a terrible new player experience. The story is awful, and it's disappointing, and I probably will not return to it until the very last expansion, just as a morbid curiosity.
Just jump in like fresh and just see what the hell's
been going on, but only at the very end. Talk to me about Destiny 3 if you want a full angry review.
Well, let's talk about games that OJ does play.
Okay.
Banks in Japan are blocking Steam payments for sex games.
They're missing out. It's a big market.
Yeah, it's a real big market. So you know those games? It's like the hentai senpai and all of that other stuff.
Yeah, busty hentai.
The one that he plays all the time. Like when he's not editing, like do not look over his screen. There's all sorts of weird stuff over there.
You've been warned.
But the Japanese banks aren't paying developers for these games.
Wow. Why?
Because it's gross, and they're like, "You're gross. We're not giving you money." Because no.
There's a market out there, Alex.
I don't like that discrimination. That's fucked up.
There's a market out there
just
for
because it's gross doesn't
games.
mean they don't. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. And fucking people are adults. When you become an adult, You could do, you can buy those types of games if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if somebody puts fucking hard work into it,
Hard, very hard.
and they receive compensation in return, they should receive compensation in return from the bank.
Exactly. So they've been receiving a lot of reports. The government has, and it's like, hey, we aren't getting paid for this stuff. They're citing censorship issues.
Okay, because you got to get specific with this. If it's illegal, fucked up shit, then fuck you. You're not getting any money.
Yeah.
If you're just talking about sex and busty hentai, you can get your money.
Yeah. And so they are looking into it right now, but they're saying, look, this is a censorship thing. These are consenting adults paying for games for consenting adults. They're marketed correctly.
Yeah.
You need to give us the money that we're being made. So,
Yeah.
So
give them their money, and Joe play busty hentai. Ready, go, go. Yeah, boy.
yeah.
Get that busty hentai money.
Hey, 'cause normally I hate doing puzzles, but these
Joe
puzzles
needs
are
to
pretty
change
cool.
his Steam settings, though, for real. Like,
But
I'm like, all right,
Steam
go,
did
download this game, Joe. And he's like,
Steam did it.
There's so much sex games.
No,
on.
Steam lets you
And
put
Joe
in
will
private,
end up downloading
private folders.
You do have private folders now.
Sexual hentai
Sexual healing.
healing simulator. When we're like, Joe, food simulator. How did you download?
Get some blood flowing.
How did you download the what do you call those tea like what do you call it? They're little coffee shops in Japan. What are they called?
The Maid Cafe?
Maid cafes.
Oh.
Boom. Maid cafe simulator. There's probably like 17 of those.
Yeah, quite a bit of them.
Got to run my own business in there.
We'll stick with Japan. Japan has decided to heavily censor Assassin's Creed Shadows. Originally in Assassin's Creed Shadows, there's going to be a toggle switch where you will, if you want decapitations and like limb severing.
That sounds great.
That sounds awesome. Well, not in Japan. Japan doesn't like that shit at all. I don't know
They
if they
don't
know
even
what
like my
swords are for.
Fuck Japan. How about that?
Yeah, they've said nope. You are not going to have a toggle. You're going to remove it entirely.
You're the one that did it! You did that!
I don't know.
You're in history! You were cutting people's limbs off
Japan. I don't.
with katanas!
I don't know if you know this, but Japan doesn't like talking about its history, especially in the 1930s and 40s. There's some stuff they like to forget.
Imperial
and
Japan.
Yeah, they don't like
With
talking
some of
about
the
stuff.
atrocities committed to
other
the
countries.
Chinese.
We don't do. Look, the United States is doing exactly the same shit, and I hate it here too. But no, they do not want.
So in Japan, you cannot sever limbs.
No.
But you can sever limbs in the U.S.
There will be a toggle for you to do it.
All right.
and you'll be able to.
I want to sever limbs. If
want-
I'm going to be forced to play that game, I'm going to sever some motherfucking limbs.
That's what the sword's for,
Right.
Not lightsabers.
Well, I was about to say that.
Yeah,
Joe.
but
Not lightsabers.
but Disney sucks, right? Like
Yeah, and it's EA, and they want it to be,
for the kids.
to make more money.
Yeah.
But here, they should have an option, even in the Star Wars games.
I think that they should too. But
Yeah.
remember, Disney lightsabers don't kill people anymore because you can
Yeah.
get stabbed in the gut and you're fine
You're
in
fine.
the very next
Sabine.
scene.
Sabine.
Sabine is a Mandalorian
Sabine
princess
and
Jedi.
Reva.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
Reva?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice.
But you got
Hey,
impaled.
fuck
No.
Fuck
I'm-
Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm
She would have
done.
like.
So you're not going to play the Destiny update? You said you may.
No, I didn't.
He said
I
in
said-
May.
Oh, he said in May.
No, I said at the very end.
I heard it.
At the
said,
very end.
Destiny
When you finally
in May.
reveal the stupid fucking storyline and what this has all been coming to.
All right. More Ubisoft news. They are not doing well. Their Quartz NFT engine not doing great. Rayman NFT not doing great. And all of their games not
What?
doing very well. They have cut another 185 jobs in a bid to prioritize projects and reduce costs. They are just lighting money on fire. So this is bad. Now, the issue with this is when companies start doing poorly, there is a line of thinking that kind of makes sense where you're like, okay, we have to reduce costs. The problem with this is you end up with brain drain, and Ubisoft is suffering from some pretty bad brain drain and has been for a long period of time. So Ubisoft Leamington shuts completely, while Ubisoft Dusseldorf, Ubisoft Stockholm, and Ubisoft Reflections are all impacted.
It's going to get worse.
It's just getting worse and worse.
Getting worse. And when Assassin's Creed Shadows hits and it underperforms, it's going to get even worse. Guys, we are seeing the last bastion, the last death throes of Ubisoft. I'm predicting, unless something changes, unless they are able to release a badass game that kind of turns their fortunes around and then realigns everything. Hey, let's make more like this and less like that. But I don't see it on the horizon unless
the big change on the horizon that we
Beyond
know
Good and Evil 2.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
We do know that there is a bid to take the company private, that the existing ownership wants to take control of the company.
Okay.
We do know that Tencent also
Maybe
is
that's what
interested.
they need, even though they're kind
But
of
they're the
fucking
ones
idiot assholes that fucked it up in the first place.
Yeah, giving the reins to people who steered the ship into the iceberg seems like a bad idea.
Well, then fuck them. They can steer the rest of it, and then something will replace it.
Yeah.
Because money, the games industry makes money. Somebody will replace you.
Yeah, and we already saw Sucker Punch completely replace them in the genre. They are the #1 maker of their game. Sucker Punch makes the best Assassin's Creed games. And we're probably going to get the next best Assassin's Creed game this year, and it won't be from Ubisoft. So it's like they could sell their IP to Tencent if they really want to, but this isn't good. Another company doing the exact same thing is BioWare. So they're taking agile, focused,
I heard this.
approach, and they're cutting a bunch of people. So they are reimagining the way, and so they're just firing a whole bunch of people. And
No!
we're
reimagining our workforce.
okay. Yes.
Yeah, we saw this coming. Dragon Age Veilguard.
It wasn't a good game.
Watch my top 10 worst games list.
Yeah.
So the worst.
It wasn't a good game, but I also say that the employees who worked on it almost did not have a chance. If you are not familiar, and I'm having to remember, I don't have the notes in front of me. The game was a live service game the majority of its development time. And then they switched last minute to be like an RPG again. Oh, it was an RPG, then it was a live service, then it was Soul RPG again. And they worked on all these systems, and that's why things were limited. That's why a lot of these things were undeveloped. So I don't blame the workers here. And so something that what is his title, Larian? I think he is one of the heads of Larian says. On a pirate ship, they toss the captain overboard. And the problem that you have with firing all these employees, many of which are very good at their jobs,
Yes. Yeah.
they were just told by some idiot in a suit, hey, you should go and make it like this.
Make it like this.
And no one wanted it like that.
Right.
And losing all of these people is going to make your company disappear. And so we've been talking about BioWare not being the real BioWare anymore because they've lost all of their employees, all their creatives. And so now it's just Mass Effect.
Yeah, and I want to be clear because I went pretty hard in my top worst list about the writers and cleaning house, and I think it was somebody else in the industry, was it Larian, that said, it's a shame because there's talent. So it could be those writers still have talent, or it could be those developers working on it still have talent, but it's the people up top, management, say do it like this, like you said, right? And that just sucks. And for it to go, listen. Dragon Age Inquisition, back in 2015, it quickly became the most successful launch in BioWare history.
Yeah.
We went from the most successful launch in BioWare history in the last Dragon Age to this Dragon Age, where they couldn't even meet 50% of their expectations that had already been lowered.
Yeah. I mean, they started off the right way. They're like, hey, we want to make a sequel to Inquisitions. We're going to do it exactly the same. And then EA stepped in and said, you're making a live service game.
Yeah, and then they freaked out and said, this can't be a live service game now anymore.
Now
redo it.
You have 2 years to finish this game or whatever. It was a short period of time to finish this game. And it's like, well, we've been working on a live service game for years. Tough. Figure it out. So...
but don't worry, former BioWare senior writer Cheryl Chi recently took to Blue Sky to reassure fans that Dragon Age isn't really dead. Why? Because it's yours now.
I don't want that. What it's become, I don't want that.
Because it's yours now.
I don't want it.
It's like
I never got it.
It's like
I never bought it.
Those people on the street handing you this thing. Go, oh, sure, I'll throw this away. Thank you.
What does she mean? She says, DA isn't dead. There's fan fiction. There's art. There's connections we made throughout the games. And because of the games,
you guys fix it. We're not dealing with it. You guys fix it.
Technically, EA and BioWare owns the IP, but you can't own the idea, no matter how much they want to.
Tell that to Nintendo
Dragon
Japan.
Age isn't dead because it's yours now.
Nintendo Japan says.
What are you talking about? Are you stupid?
It's yours, but not legally or in any other way that could
And
be
this
misconstrued.
article, Che's words are heartening, but they come as a mist of time of real turmoil at BioWare. No, they're not! They're not even heartening. They're stupid.
So if you write something
don't
that's
want it.
fucking amazing, you use some of their idea or some of their properties.
yours
to be like,
now.
it's yours now. It's like, hey, that's a bestseller. We're gonna
Or
sue you.
You can't
We're
make
gonna
money.
sue you.
You can't make any money off
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Doesn't that kind of clue you in that BioWare's done with Dragon Age?
Oh, yeah.
It literally killed the franchise. It's yours now.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, technically, EA and
But if it-
BioWare owns it,
If it
but
doesn't make
it
good
lives
money,
on.
if it doesn't make good
It lives
money,
on within
Yeah,
you.
lives in you.
It lives in you now.
I don't want it to live in me.
Foam star.
Please don't live in me.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So, are you excited for Mass Effect?
I wasn't excited. Like when they announced they were making another Mass Effect, it's like I don't want you to make another Mass Effect. Like if it was the same people who made the first couple, yeah, absolutely. These are brand new people, and so it's like no, I'm not excited about these people
What do
making
you
Mass
think,
Effect.
below or under 6 of our rating?
No, I don't even want to speculate. They've
No.
already fucked up Mass
I know
Effect with
they did.
Andromeda. We're not speculating, and apparently they cleaned house at BioWare. We got this story to prove it. They're literally on a skeleton crew right now, and hopefully all of the new people that they bring in, which they probably should have cleaned out the top instead
never
of
gonna
cleaned
happen.
out the
That's
bottom.
the problem.
Right.
It's like you
And-
leave the rot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The best analogy that you were giving was a ship. It's like, yeah, you get rid of everyone that's experienced selling the ship. You get new people who don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And you still have a
The
captain that's
ship
leading
ain't
you.
going nowhere.
Yeah, and you still have a captain leading you into an iceberg. It's
Yeah.
like you're going to sink because the people at the top are rotten.
Yes.
And the people at the top, ultimately, the most responsible party is EA. And so EA owns this, and unless they do something about it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. EA's in a weird spot. We know that there's regulation on the horizon for them. So
Okay.
I'm curious to see what they do with this stuff. But I mean, EA shuts a lot of studios down. I think BioWare is probably the next on the list.
Yeah, that's what EA's known to do is destroy legendary developers, and this is just yet another in the long line. However, in this instance, I feel BioWare has a little bit more responsibility as well. Okay, cool.
Well, EA is also in charge of Battlefield.
Oh yes, the first 10 seconds of gameplay for the new Battlefield. It looks a lot like Battlefield 3, which to me is good.
Yeah, but despite what OJ keeps telling us, no one can be satisfied with just 10
Just
seconds.
play the trailer up top here, Joe, and no, it's mostly just dudes. I
Oh,
can't really
yeah.
tell. 10
2
seconds.
minutes.
All
Oh,
of
yeah.
2 seconds.
Is that it?
Yeah. So, but playtest signups are now live. Battlefield Labs is EA's new pre-alpha playtesting initiative for all future Battlefield games. They really want to hear from you. I guess this is good news because all of us are going to tell you to make Battlefield again. And stop fucking around. And if you ignore the feedback this time, you're dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 seconds of pre-alpha gameplay for the next Battlefield. This is a look at what lab participants will be playing. The core pillars of Battlefield are core combat, destruction, vehicles, and weapons.
Hovercrafts.
No.
Hovercraft.
No. In familiar modes like Breakthrough, Rush, as well as new concepts, quote unquote. I'm okay with new concepts.
But tell me about the characters I get to
So
play.
check it out. There's dusty
about
maps, there's modern soldiers, and not a single specialist in sight.
Oh.
That I like. What is it? Don't be upset.
Don't be
sometimes.
mad.
Don't be mad.
Just-
This is how it works out sometimes.
Yeah. That guy on whale noises.
The video seems to be consistent with Battlefield bosses Vince Zampella's recent proclamation that the next Battlefield would emulate the pinnacle of the series 3 and 4.
I also just want them to bring back, like, if they really
I want Bad Company too.
Yeah, I want them to bring back some of the classic maps. Like, they keep doing these things where they make a giant open field and they put, like, a building over here and then, like, a tower over here and there's nothing in the middle. It's like, you have some amazing multiplayer maps that you have in the past. Just bring some of them back.
Yeah. The EA is now introducing a new brand. Battlefield Studios.
Oh, it's like Halo Studios. It's
representing the 4 studios working on the series.
Yeah, they changed it.
DICE,
Okay.
EA Motive, Criterion, and Ripple Effect. The mega publisher is taking a very Call of Duty-like approach to the future of Battlefield development, with each studio focusing on different modes or support functions. DICE is focused on multiplayer and core systems. Criterion is leading the single-player campaign. Good to hear that there's a single-player campaign. Motive is contributing to multiplayer maps and single-player missions. And Ripple Effect is making an unspecified new experience. What do you think it is?
Extraction.
Taking bets?
What was the
Taking bets?
What was the Battlefield? The last one had some.
Yeah, it
bullshit
had some
extra-
stupid shit that failed horribly. It was like Fire something. It was Battle Royale.
Yeah.
My money, this guy's money is on Battle Royale or Persistent Open World. This is Morgan Park. I would say, I would bet less that and more Extraction.
But they had
Because
one.
Extraction Shooter. That was Battle Royale. They had a Battle Royale.
But no, we had an extraction shooter.
And we
That-
also had an Extraction.
It was terrible. We played it. It was.
What?
Didn't we play it in Battlefield and like then it died almost immediately?
That was the Battle Royale.
Okay. Well, I
Well,
know
the Battle Royale and Extraction is very similar to each other. I'm getting whiffs of something. Yeah, remember we were fighting AI and they were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And then we would fight the players. No, that was Call of Duty. All these shit is blending together. Okay,
If
anyways.
they do Persistent World like it used to, like back in AOL games or
God.
GameStorm, there was a game called Air Warrior with like a Persistent World where you'd see that like Team A had all of these islands, and you could sneak in, and they could just make, because that's what Battlefield maps are about. Like, oh, we have to flank them, outflank them, and maneuver, but you do that also on the big map as well. I think that'd be really interesting. You get people logging in frequently.
So they also
The
clarified.
Helldiver situation thing.
They clarified that Criterion will continue to work on Need for Speed franchise. So just because they're helping out on the Battlefield doesn't mean they're going to stop with Need for Speed. They are doing Need for Speed. And Motive will also continue work on its Iron Man game. Don't forget, there's a new Iron Man game coming.
I forgot about
from Motive.
Hazard Zone was the
sounds
name
terrible.
of the extraction.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hazard.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, pretty much EA is trying to get people excited again about Battlefield, and I need to see something before I need to see something.
10 seconds?
Not the 10 seconds, and not a bunch of dudes talking about how you're going back to the Battlefield basics and core. It's like, yeah,
Forget everything you know about the Battlefield.
forget everything you know about
Going
Battlefield.
dark,
We're going
gritty.
dark, new,
Damn.
gritty direction with specialists.
Yeah.
Unspecialist.
You can rename a bunch of.
You're not very good. What they
Now
do,
we're doing unspecialists.
they just regular civilians.
That's kind of what they're doing, though, Joe. They're not specialists.
They're gonna
just
go to the
soldiers.
extreme. No, they're civilians. They're
Oh,
not
you're
even
on
trained.
another level.
Yeah. It's like, you didn't want
Militia.
specialists? Fine. They're just
Militia.
like regular guys aiming all over the place.
Rednecks with guns and a hatred and a belief in all conspiracies
Conspiracies.
and a hatred.
Yeah, there's some true ones out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely real. Well, you can rename all of those companies Battlefield Labs or whatever, but there's still a bunch of awful people who work at DICE that continue to make dog shit. Like with Halo, because it's still 343. You know, they're like, oh no, we renamed it. It's like, yeah, but
What
did you change?
don't agree. I like
name.
the developers at DICE, but again, with mandates from EA and some of the managers, telling them to fuck it up. Hopefully, DICE can return back to the old.
yeah, but I think that like a lot of those people that were in charge of Battlefield were people who worked at DICE, and they were making those decisions.
Well,
that were-
they're gone now, or they're told that they were wrong.
yeah.
Based on what we're seeing now, because right now it's all song and dance. saying we're going back to what you guys want.
No, I don't believe you. We'll see.
I believe that they're going back to what people have asked for because they've been forced to, and they lost a bunch of money, and the series has been in the shitter, and they're thinking that this will save them. We'll see.
I like my idea though.
What's your idea?
Regular civilians.
Civilians
Normal
with
people.
guns.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this
Teachers.
guy's stamina is not very good. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's a normal guy.
That's his class.
You
His
can't-
class is teacher.
You can't do realism because everyone would be deaf in 30 seconds because you can't fire automatic weapons. It's like, huh?
It's like, oh,
Or
God.
everybody would be dead. Realism in war video games, you'd be dead before you even start.
Yes.
So like you're just in the starting area and then you explode.
Yeah.
Because that's real war.
Yeah.
Like you'll never see it come in. Your skill doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
can train for 8 months, then you immediately die.
Yeah.
That's real war.
Yeah. It's not fun. Yeah.
It's not fun.
Not fun.
Okay. Or you get dropped on by a drone.
Yeah.
You know. So.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. I think that. No,
No,
I got
you-
one
you-
more.
you
I got.
got
This is crazy.
I kept setting it
crazy,
up.
guys. I
Halo.
know. I was wondering why you were doing it. Hey, Halo. Guess what, guys? Halo Master Cheeks version. We're talking Master Cheeks is back. What? Master
new
Cheeks
season, you
is
say?
back to Netflix. I don't know. Maybe that's why we're talking about this. Halo Master Cheeks is heading to Netflix. Some select regions after the Paramount Plus cancellation is getting Halo.
You mean
So,
all regions?
yeah.
With Surfshark.
With Surfshark, you can live in whatever region you want.
Do you guys think this is a hint that Netflix is maybe going to fund a third season? Despite the controversy, Halo did make Paramount a good hunk of cash. Season 1, was terrible. Season 2,
Slightly
surprisingly,
less
peaked
terrible.
at 94% Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know
I have
why.
no idea.
When
That's
one
too
episode?
much. That's too high. Oh, maybe. I think Netflix is gonna get Halo going again. But do we even want that? Look
No.
at what they did to Witcher. Look at what they did to Resident Evil. Look at what they did to
Witcher's not over yet. Could
Cowboy
be worse.
Bebop. Did you get some things right here and then? But personally, all the fans, this fan here, personally, I'd like to see a third season. We just got to CE. We just got Guilty Spark, Installation 4, The Flood.
We just
We
got
can't
there.
end it there.
Is that fan named Pablo Master Cheeks, whatever it is? 'Cause it's like, I don't believe you. That's the
'Cause,
name
yeah,
of the main
it's-
actor.
The guy's so hot. You
Yeah.
guys
What
see
is-
his cheeks?
Yeah.
What else does he have? Yeah, apparently he's in the new movie, Den of Thieves 2.
Oh.
The 20-year-old, or the sequel from
That's so
10 years later. I didn't see it. It was a January movie, and I was worried about the top list, so we didn't do the movie review
or
for that
Pablo.
one. Pablo is in that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, do you guys think this is maybe
No.
hints that Netflix is maybe interested in acquiring the rights, and they've done it with other things?
No,
You
I
know?
don't. I don't think that it has
Too
any-
expensive.
I think that Netflix has the interest to make a Halo show starting from scratch, but I think
That would be better.
I think this is because Netflix constantly is buying up catalogs from Paramount Plus. Like a lot of things from Netflix just moved over to HBO, like a ton of things, and so they constantly move different
Yeah.
catalogs around. And I'm sure this is being lumped in.
This might be I'm just dragging my dick across your face. Because if you don't know, Paramount Plus competes with Netflix. Like, these are all the streaming services.
Competed.
And
Well,
Netflix is like,
Paramount Plus isn't really.
let me get, oh, that's your best
Competed,
show?
not anymore.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll throw it on my service for a few years.
Yeah, but only in a region that has 7 people
Dragging
in
my
it.
dick across your face. Then Paramount's like, God damn, man, you're going to take our best shit.
Well, it's like
Are they lumping in Knuckles?
yeah, no, well, no one wants.
Please,
Knuckles.
no one wants Knuckles, please.
What regions?
It's
I think
the
it was-
Wade show.
Wade.
Is it what is his
Wade,
name? Wade?
yeah.
Is it Wade?
Wade Wilson?
Yeah.
No, that's
that's
I saw it before. I think it was like New Zealand and like a small section of Latin America that had access to it. So it's not like coming here. But if you really want to watch it, don't. But if you're really going to do it anyway,
Yeah.
download Surfshark.
Let's get the Bussy Hentai song. Ready? Download Surfshark. Get access to everything.
24 herbs.
Yeah.
24 herbs.
Get
I have
access
to
to
download
24.
the song and look for it now.
Yeah.
I sent it to you. I literally linked it directly to you. So you have no excuse. This better go in, otherwise it's just quiet.
For 4 seconds.
I'm gonna double check.
Only 4 seconds, because
5 seconds.
those people will claim
5
the whole
seconds.
video.
No, they will not.
Okay.
Those people
All right,
will
let's
not
see.
claim it. I've done whole streams by playing that song. I think they maybe broke up a long time ago. 24
So
Herbs
is it
is no
12
longer.
Herbs?
Yeah.
They watch
No,
too much
No,
Bussy
Colonel Sanders will
hentai.
sue you.
Fuck you! All right. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you here throughout the week on Twitch, playing all the new games that are coming out. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Looking very much forward to that. And we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.